everyone, I'm Captain Logan. This is DJ Martinez. And hey, DJ, are you ready to talk some more Power Rangers?
I am ready, sir.
I had this notion. I thought maybe we'd just, sit around and watch Power Rangers.
Hey, that's always a pleasant notion.
It is once again Morphin Mania time.
Notion,
Today we're gonna take a look at the second part of the Gold Ranger finally being revealed as Trey from Triforia, and we've got some Aquitar action, and this is my favorite section of the series. So really excited to jump back in and do some more Gold Ranger stuff with you. If you want to watch the show with us, and we suggest that you do that, get your Netflix out, your DVDs. Just go to your shelf and pull off Netflix. Get your DVDs, however you want to do it. Get to timestamp 0. Get ready to press play when I say now. We're just gonna We're gonna jump straight away into it. Here we go. Everybody, please press play. It's episode 34, A Golden Homecoming. Everybody, please press play right now.
All right.
If it had been me, as much as I love this theme song, I might have changed it a few episodes or like halfway in, because we're still calling back to Mighty Morphin. We're still making a big deal out of this is the new big epic thing. We are 34 episodes in and we're still going stronger than before. And it's like, this has been the status quo for a while now.
Ooh, that's a cool prop.
Yeah, that looks good.
Is his staff in there? That's awesome. He's got his staff in there.
Yeah.
Is that charging? Is that his charging port?
That's cool. Now I want one. Now I want one to put mine in. It's just like
yeah, to get one to put like umbrellas in as people come in to
that's
their house.
That's a cool idea.
Stick that in there.
Cap, why do you have your Gold Ranger staff in a big crystal thing? What's that about? I'm charging it. It's the charge station. So Power Rangers is always about power transfers in the early days, in the relatively early days, the Mighty Morphin stuff.
Wow, I didn't even. Did
He's here this early.
That he was going to find an old friend or something?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
So this is just like, wait, who's this shady guy with a trench coat and a bandana over his head?
Yeah, I forgot Jason came in this early. It sucks, like I said, that we don't spend a little bit more time with Trey, because I love that idea. I love the, you've got 3 disparate parts of your personality that all have to function together in order for you to be a whole person, and that's such a cool idea. It's really super creative for early Power Rangers to do a thing like that, where they go, let's see, Pyramid 3, what can we do with 3? It's a neat idea. And then immediately we just bring in Jason and we make it a legacy thing.
Even though a pyramid has 5 sides.
That's true, but it is a triangle, and yeah, it's fair.
But yeah, this is cool that he's here. Instantly recognizable by his yells, his karate yells. So I mean,
yes,
for fans of the show, it wasn't a real surprise when they revealed.
And the big reveal is for the fans. Like, if you've not watched Power Rangers, this will mean nothing. There's Vasquez Rock in the background. It will mean that. So are they fighting in front of the? Oh, I guess they are fighting in front of the command center.
Yeah,
right, because
they almost made it, but then they got.
Why can't they beam in?
I don't know. There's probably some explanation.
Yeah.
But see how he's not talking in this, but then they're showing his yells. So
yeah. So I've told this story before, but in case you missed it, I'll mention it again. When I was a kid, I called this, and anybody watching the previews that had seen Power Rangers should have called this. And I'm not talking to anybody else that said they did. Everybody seemed surprised by this, but I remember seeing previews well before this, like when they were advertising, oh, there's gonna be a new Ranger, Gold Ranger. DJ, from the beginning, when there were commercials, you heard Jason's fighting yell, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be Jason. And then he takes his mask off, and it's these and it's Trey from Triforia, and I'm like, okay, but it's gonna be Jason still, right? And then the very next episode, it's Jason.
Yeah. This is cool. This is kind of a thing that repeats later on. Also, in Lost Galaxy, also we have an original character, alien, who's the 6th Ranger, but then a character that the Rangers know becomes that, takes up the mantle of that one.
Oh, interesting.
With the Magna Defender.
Oh, I didn't realize that's how the Magna Defender worked.
Yeah. Most of what you've
Or I
seen
had
is probably
forgotten.
the original, and then later on, when he becomes the Ranger, someone else takes his
Flashbacks.
powers.
So they
Oh,
did.
it's old Goldar with the original voice and no wings.
Yeah. Because
And there's
they're getting their memories back. And they're remembering things with frames missing.
Yeah, why are they doing that? I guess that's because it's a memory that's supposed to be all unique.
Actually, no, it's not. So some of that was memories, and then the way they're telling you that this stuff is not a memory is by glitching the frames out. That's weird, because that's Zed and Rita telling them, hey, you get your memories back, you morons. You work for us.
Weird.
It's a really strange way to differentiate. What an odd choice. I didn't remember that they got their memories back this early.
I'm telling you, man, everything, like, this is that whole phenomenon where when you're a kid, everything is more grand and expanded, and like the Billy thing was like one episode, the Trey thing was one episode, and now we already got Jason. Like, it's so much more compact than you remember it. It seems so much grander when you're just going off memory.
Is there always dry ice when they come through that door, or is that just for dramatic effect right now because we're about to get a new Ranger?
You don't see all the times that Alpha has to go in there and change the dry ice machine, just in the lobby of the...
Alpha's in there making spawn year. Oh, I don't miss those days, having to fill up a room with fog before I could even start recording.
Kind of demeaning, isn't it?
So if I'm Bulk and Skull and really into this whole private detective thing, I feel like it would change my regular wardrobe also. I know we talked about this a little bit last time, where you thought it was weird they were in the office wearing these clothes, but now that I'm thinking about it, I would think you wouldn't be dressing like this anymore at all.
Yeah, after they've been cops, they've been junior cops, and then they've been detectives.
Isn't
You think
the
they
idea
would
they grew up a little bit?
Yeah, well, you would think young impressionable guys like this would want to seem more mature for their boss and stuff, but not Vulcan Skull. They're just going to keep wearing the same. They're like cartoon characters. They wear the exact same outfit. It's not like the Rangers where they just wear a certain color. They wear the exact same clothes every
all
day.
the time. And they have like 3 outfits maybe. Like I like, it's fine if they're gonna be stagnant and they're just those like one-dimensional comic relief characters, but what was neat about Bulk and Skull by 3rd season and even a little bit in 2 is that they did start to mature a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they were still bumbling idiots and stuff, but they were and Jason walking out there is kind of an iconic moment in Power Rangers now, and we flash back to it, I think, in a couple places, and yeah.
I bet they thought they were actually being smart by not having him wear red. They're like, oh, we're gonna have him wear white. It's gonna be a big surprise.
Nobody's gonna guess this. Well, you should have muted his yells then.
Seriously. Maybe we're just like super nerds. Maybe other people don't recognize that kind of stuff, but I thought it was pretty iconic.
I mean, it's the second most iconic yell to Tommy's.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can recognize most of them from just the sounds they make when they're fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, we brought back a bunch of monsters.
Billy has a very iconic one, because I've never heard anything like Billy's. He goes like "Hyo," like he puts like a syllable on it. It's kind of cool.
Well, and I've complained about this before, but one of the ones that always sticks with me is Tanya's because it just sounds silly. Her like "Hyo! Hyo!" just sounds really silly.
And Zach has a recognizable. All the originals.
So I feel like we're going back, and I realize that some of this is obviously because of Sentai footage and just things the Sentais repeat. But we're going back and doing a lot of things that were cool in Mighty Morphin, or just kind of, things we did that were repeating, but in sort of a more streamlined, ongoing story here. So we gotta do the bring back all the monsters thing again, and we just did that last season.
Zeo Ranger 2 yellow. See, Rocky has the triangle. He should be the Triforian.
Yeah, they should do something with that. They should talk about it, where it's like, Trey should show up and be like, he's my favorite. He's got a triangle. Or assume he's the leader or something, right? Like,
yeah.
So is this missile silo guy an old monster they brought back, or is he new? I think he's a previous monster. It's been a year. I'm trying to remember all the monsters. I remember really liking the monsters from the show when I was a kid. And I had action figures of 2 or 3 of them. I had more figures from this show than I did from anything.
I did too, because this was when I didn't watch this show, but this was the one I was on when I was of age. So I had the Megazord, not the full size one, but the one that was like a regular size action figure, but the Megazord, and that didn't transform or anything. And then I had the Wonder Wheel, the Warrior Wheel.
Wonder Wheel.
I had the Warrior Wheel. I had Adam. I had Rocky, and I had the Gold Ranger.
So did you just? How did you get those so many years later?
No, I mean I bought them when I had them when they were on.
Oh, was that stuff when it was on? Okay, I thought you meant like you watched it later, like well after it aired.
Well, I hadn't watched the show at all. I didn't watch Zeo when I was a kid, but I had the
I see what you're saying.
Toys from it, because that was about 97.
Yeah.
And I was 5. So
okay, I thought you meant you latched onto it when you were older, and then you went back and found the figures somehow, and I was just wondering how you got them. So no, you got them when they were on the shelves. So you got them the same time I did, but you were 7 and I was like 12 or... there should be more years between us than that.
Yeah, I was 5.
You were 5. So you were 5. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was getting those figures, but I didn't... I must have watched the show some, but I definitely didn't have... Like, they had way more VHSs for, like, Mighty Morphin and stuff. I don't remember seeing any VHSs and releases.
I don't remember that either. So I just got to mention, one of the first lines Jason gets is back to action, which is great.
That's cool.
And he does it the way he always did it, too. Where he puts his hands on his belt, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets to be so cool. See? This is finally his... He finally gets his comeuppance. Not comeuppance. What's the reverse of comeuppance?
Vindication, maybe?
Yeah. He's finally vindicated for Tommy stealing his spotlight and kicking him off the show. And...
Yeah, it sucks that he has to be a 6th Ranger to do it, but it is cool that, I mean, that pick is cool. And like now Tommy is the lower Red Ranger, and he's and he's the leader and in charge now, even though Tommy was the leader. There's no reason that some new guy coming in should take that mantle. But he deserves it because that's what he did to Jason. So,
but that's the thing in Power Rangers. The 6 Rangers are always the coolest. It's like it doesn't matter what they look like. Even
why do they get to be? Have you noticed this though? It's sort of the same problem as does the villain want to rule the world or blow it up thing? Is the 6th Ranger the leader or the cool loner rogue guy?
He's usually the loner rogue guy, but it seems like they always just listen to him when he's there.
So he's both then, if he shows up. If he comes to work, he's never going to get fired. But if he comes to work, now he's in charge and everyone defers to that guy.
Yeah, he's like the traveling salesman, who's like the leader of the salesman who he's on the road all the time, but when he comes in, he's in charge.
That's great.
I mean, look at him. He just looks awesome. How do you not take orders from that guy?
Well, it's my favorite suit. It's just the best. That is objectively the best suit, DJ.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some other 6 Rangers I really like. Shadow Ranger, we'll get to SBD, I think looks awesome.
I'm just biased because this is the show that I'm most nostalgic for, and a lot of it was because of Gold Ranger in the first place. And some of that stuff I've just not seen.
Yeah. Well, ironically, Dino Thunder is one of my favorite seasons, but I don't know that I like the suits. I guess White Ranger looks cool, but those suits are just so crazy. Like Dino Thunder suits are just like so over the top. I like Brachio. Brachio looks cool.
Yeah, Brachio's great. That's one of my favorites. I've always been weird about the White Ranger suit in that. We're like, I like it, but I can't put it up there with green and white and gold and. Yeah.
I think it's just not. I think it's not simple enough to be iconic. It's just got too much going on.
Yeah, precisely.
It looks cool. I like it, but it doesn't like I couldn't draw it right now. I could draw the Green Ranger, the Gold Ranger because it's so iconic.
Which is ironic because drawing is Trent's thing.
That's true. I forgot about that.
This is hilarious. Forgot all about it. Are we sure this Silo monster is not new?
I don't know. You said that thing where they were recreating monsters. I thought.
Well, there was a bunch of old ones that they had all at once, but the silo was up front, and I'm wondering if the silo was the... We were talking over it, of course. I'm not sure if the silo was, like, the reason, or... Oh, I just lost, DJ. Hold on, I'm gonna try to bring him back.
Oh, I'm still here. It's just my video.
Oh, are you? Your video's gone. Okay. There you are. Goodness, I thought I lost Skype completely. That's happened a couple times recently, and I was like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, are you talking? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Super Zeo Gems. I love how retroactively we constantly do stuff like this. I know I've complained about this a number of times, but we got time to fill. Zordon is always bringing up stuff that there's no reason he shouldn't have told us about earlier. He never mentioned the Zeo Crystal. It's like the most powerful thing there is. It replaced the old powers and everything, and now there's these gems that also go along with the Zeo Crystal that he never brought up before. He's like, oh, we thought they were lost forever. Now you could say, well, he never mentioned it because he thought they were lost forever, but he does this all the time.
Yeah, he has like this. I think he has like an Excel spreadsheet of like all the levels of power that he's like, we don't need that one yet. We'll wait, and then once we need it, then we get to it.
That's a beautiful shot. That's like
Oh, I like these. See,
me too. Me too. These are great.
These are the same as the Aquitian Ranger Zords, the solo Zords, and Eric was giving them guff when he was here. He doesn't like the individual human Zords. He likes it when it's a mech and you can get inside of it. Now these are both. These are best of both worlds. You can get inside these and control them, but they're also individual like human-looking Zords.
No, I think it's cool if they're individual like that if they also can still form to make a Megazord.
Yeah.
No, these look cool, and you'd think that we would.
Yeah, that's right. The Battleborgs from season 3, you can't join them together. So.
Now, do they get in these, or do they do the same thing? Yeah, they do get in these, because the Aquitarian, the Aquitian Rangers are always standing off to the side and just doing this, and that's how they control theirs. But we actually get in these.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are kind of the best of both worlds.
No, they're cool. What I started to say earlier is with the shapes on the helmets, you would think that these would be the Zords that you'd start with. Yeah, but the Sentai gave us because they like to base things on mythological creatures, and it's probably better. Like again, you're just stuck with whatever the Sentai did, but the nice thing about it for the toys is you've got something for like dinosaurs for kids to latch onto better. Like it's not something that they know like dinosaurs, but it's at least something else. It's based on some kind of ancient mythological or historical creature.
Yeah, well, it's possible that they did do this in the other order, because in season 3,
I didn't watch that.
Kaku Ranger, we do get the Shogun Zord first, and then we get the other Zords, but they flip it in Power Ranger season 3.
Interesting.
So they could have done that here too. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I never thought of that the Zeo Megazord could actually be the later one.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I know they do that with season 3 because in that, the Shogun Megazord, the big bulky one, is their temple, like the castle, like turns into the Zord, and it's their.
One of the monsters figures I had was this drill monster.
Oh, interesting. It's always interesting the monsters that they choose to make into like what's his face? Silverhorns was way bigger than he. And I think he was a big deal in the show because he was in a video game and he was
a figure. I had that figure. Yeah, that's right. I think the reason they did the drill one is because it's easy to make a gimmick for an action figure because the drill actually spins.
That's cool. I don't think we've ever gotten an underwater fight scene.
I was going to say and it looks great. Again, that's obviously Sentai footage, but they did a great job on that. I love Adam getting the underwater one for 2 reasons. That's awesome.
That was a really cool shot. You could see Tommy inside the helmet as he was jumping. They must have superimposed it on there.
I like Adam getting the underwater one just because he's been kind of shafted before and he gets like one of the cooler ones here, but also because he was the frog. And now he's got the water, so it's really funny.
Yeah, that was really cool how you could see that he was still in there as the Megazord was jumping around.
See, this is a great two-parter, and we didn't record these together because they don't have the same episode title, but like they should have had the same episode title. This should have been presented as a big two-parter, like whichever, whatever you want to call it, like either Golden Homecoming or whatever the name of the last one was, Revelations of Gold. It should have been like Revelations of Gold Part 1 and 2, or Golden Homecoming Part 1 and 2. I mean, this was an event for this show. This is the event for this show, really. I mean, you have the...
It said Tommy turning evil is like another...
that's the other one, yeah.
Now, I was looking at the episode list for this, and I've been looking at Season 3 because I've been going through and doing the uploads, and there's so many 2 and 3 parters in that season. It's like all 2 and 3 parters, and then this one has only got like 2.
Yeah, but it actually has more. They just didn't title them that way.
Yeah. 2 or 3, yeah. There. So this is interesting.
Just having them back together again?
Yeah, because they always weren't the best friends. It was always Jason and Zach. But I guess he did start hanging out with them after Zach left.
Yeah, I still say it would have been really nice
Jason went with
if we didn't have the like Star Trek Roddenberry thing where everybody had to get along all the time. Like, it would have been really nice if these guys had some real friction. And they're playing this scene almost like they maybe had that, but they didn't. Where he's like, I'm not trying to put things back the way they were. You're still the leader. Like,
did you just hear Tommy's line? The Power Rangers are a team. No one is more or less important.
It's easy for you to say that, buddy.
Okay, Tommy. Yeah, okay, Tommy. Fly in the Falcon Zord and save the monorail.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that didn't happen. There's a word for that. I'm trying to remember what it is, DJ. I think it's what do you call it? False modesty. I think is what it is. Oh, I just turned mine off because I forgot that there's bloopers. So I'm not actually
scene. This isn't a blooper. It's Adam and Jason doing a fight scene, or like just sparring.
Well, you can tell us about it, DJ, because I'm not actually watching it right now.
It's cool. Actually, no. It just immediately started playing the next episode for me. I didn't even notice.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little tease for next time.
I think they do kind of do that sometimes. If memory serves, where usually it's bloopers, but sometimes it'll be sort of just another scene. I don't know if they really do this, but that would be a way to get like deleted scenes in there and still sort of be part of the episode.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of the like Marvel Stinger thing, but like.
But I don't like that Netflix skips it immediately.
No,
I didn't even
like
notice that it went to the next episode.
I think you have to hit something to make sure it doesn't skip. But anyway, well, that was fun. It's great to go back and look at this stuff again.
Yeah, that was fun.
The Jason thing, if you didn't see previews, comes out of nowhere, and it's a legitimate cool surprise. Power Rangers is really bad at legitimate cool surprises before this.
Yeah. But they did good. That was a good episode. And I was 5. I didn't see any of the advertisements for the show, so. But I wasn't surprised by it because I didn't see that episode when I was a kid.
Yeah, so you've just heard people talk about it.
Yeah. I just knew that he was the Gold Ranger growing up, but.
Well, we've knocked another one down. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching more Morphin Mania, and join us next time when we watch Mondo's Last Stand, which is a sort of pseudo-important episode for the storyline of this, if you care about the bad guy side of this at all, which I don't. But I think that is the episode where Mondo gets taken out, but I could be wrong about that. But it would be weird if it wasn't with that episode title, but I know that happens, so...
Yeah.
We'll see you again next time, guys. Thanks for watching. I was Captain Logan. This was DJ Martinez.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.